The developers of NBA 2K announced that 2K16 will use a different player rating system than 2K15. The new system will better reflect the differences between today's players and historical players. This has been met with mixed response.
I think this new rating system is silly,
but I believe it will be an improvement from 2K15, which had many flaws in the ratings department, particularly when viewing players comparatively. Basketball, more than any other professional team sport, has enhanced focus on the individual rather than the teams. This leads to higher scrutiny for NBA players' overall ratings in the video game. Overall ratings don't matter nearly as much as individual ratings needed to calculate the overall, however. Anyone who played 2K15 at launch would be able to tell you that 72 overall Zach LaVine was probably the best player in the game. There are 41 different attributes that define how players in NBA 2K feel. I've divided them into two categories: objective and subjective. Ratings I put in the objective category I felt could be determined using publicly available statistics such as catch and shoot 3-point percentage, which can be found on the SportsView website. Ratings such as defensive pick and roll IQ I put in subjective, because there's no real way to quantify that using publicly available statistics. You'll find that the attributes that arguably affect the game the most can be found in the objective category. Almost every shooting stat can be found here. It's concerning because the ratings assigned to players seems extremely random. Let's take a look at Onyx Kobe and Onyx LeBron. Both have very good 3-point shooting stats, with Kobe slightly edging out LeBron. Now let's take a look at their actual 3-point percentages from those respective seasons. LeBron was the better 3-point shooter, yet found himself with a lower rating. The league average for 3-point percentage was 35% this past season, which is around what both of these players averaged those respective seasons. This shows that both Onyx Kobe and Onyx LeBron have stats that way overinflate their actual shooting percentages. You may argue that the Throwback Thursday cards are meant to be nostalgic and will overinflate stats, but the truth is that this extends to the current 2K roster used for quick games. Looking at the SportsView data for catch and shoot 3-point percentage, we can see that Eric Gordon was one of the best in the league, knocking down an incredible 48.2% of his catch and shoot 3-point attempts. By comparison, Klay Thompson shot 46.5% on the same type of shot. Their 2K ratings might suggest otherwise, as Klay has an 88 in standing 3-point, and Eric Gordon has an 84. Eric Gordon's percentage is lower than the throwback LeBron and Kobe, despite having a significantly better season in that particular category. I decided to create a spreadsheet using my own formula to determine player ratings. I multiplied the shooting percentages of certain categories using the SportsView data by a constant number to determine shooting ratings. For a player like James Harden, whose percentages are weighed down by the amount of end-of-shot clock situations, I would bump the respective rating up 1 or 2 points, but nothing more than that. I changed the in-game ratings of Steph Curry, Chris Paul, James Harden, and LeBron James to the numbers I calculated. It did not change the overall rating for Curry and Harden, but it did bump Chris Paul up to a 92 and LeBron back up to a 97. It would seem that 2K is undervaluing the shooting ability of many players, but it should be noted the game is balanced around their numbers, not mine. So why does this matter? I'm hoping that 2K16 takes into account shooting percentage when calculating these objective ratings so we get more accuracy. I like that the players are compared historically, because based off the past season, there is no player in the NBA who deserves to be a 99, 98, or even a 97 in my opinion. This screenshot of my GM mode shows that LeBron James, the consensus best player in the NBA, is going to be a 94 overall this year. Let's see how this LeBron compares to players I assume will be the highest rated in next year's NBA 2K. 2012 LeBron James and 1995 Michael Jordan. We can see that 2012 LeBron and 1995 Jordan are both better than 2014 LeBron by a good margin. In this regard, it's a good sign to see that 2K16 is factoring in historical comparisons to the ratings, but it still remains to be seen if the ratings will be based on actual statistics or if they'll just be guesswork again. What do you think of the 2K rating system? Let me know in the comments what changes you think 2K should make.